Hey, I'd like to talk a bit today about the power of covenants. Covenants can be seen as agreements, contracts, or consensus reached before embarking on a journey or undertaking an endeavor. And most of these agreements are binding. Some enter this covenant before going to business ventures, some before marriage. Some when they demand things from the elements, fire, water, air, land, all those things. Days and nights, seasons, winter, summer, springtime, autumn. There's an adage that says it's not the mouth or the voice used in borrowing money that's used in paying it. Because when people want something very polite, they're calm, they try to show the humanity in them. But once they get that thing they want, you see complacency sets in, aggressiveness comes in, all those things. So it's very, very important that people who undertake or go into contracts keep their own part of the bargain. If they don't, it's usually counterproductive when the elements, when the forces of nature comes fighting back. Remember, words are spirit, or words are spirit. You hear them, but you don't see them. Yeah. And most of the time are not hindered by time and space as well. Because there's no distance in the spiritual realm. What you don't see controls what you see. We are not here alone. Fire, water, air, land, all those things. They combine to form us. So be very, very careful when you're pointing and accusing fingers on people and all those things. Ask yourself, have I kept my part of the bargain? Have I fulfilled my part of the obligation? The obligation to be righteous, to be upright, to pay my own part of the dues. So I keep telling us, nothing works by accident. Everything is for a purpose, even if not understood. Whatever you enjoy now has been paid for. It's been paid for, will be paid for in future. This is life. This is the reality of life. So it's very, very important that we keep our own part of the contractual agreement. So when you see people, they'll be asking, when some incidents is coming, and like, why now? Why didn't this thing happen when this person has been suffering? Why didn't this person happen when this person has been struggling, trying to make it? Why should it happen now that the person feels like he's arrived, she has arrived? No. Be careful how you complain. Be careful what you say. Be careful where you point accusing fingers. You don't know the contrast the person entered into. You don't know if the person is fulfilling his or her own part of that contract. You don't know the karmic consequences. You don't know about the nemesis that's coming. I keep telling people always, when people talk, don't blame them so much. That is where their mind reach. That's the level they understood. That's the level of understanding. Because sometimes people act based on their perceptions, based on the assimilation of realities, based on what they understand or what they think they know. What you think you know might not be what is. Assumptions are not always right. We assume a lot. So before we start condemning people, let us evaluate. Let's take a look at the rubrics of, judgment, at the yardsticks of judgment, at the prerequisites. Let us go to the root of every matter before we judge. We actually ask to evaluate, not to judge. Some of us, to that extra measure of judging. So before judging, please make sure you have the data, you have the fact, you have the information before you point accusing finger at anybody. And when things do happen to people, sometimes before you scream and shout and all those things, look at their history, look at their roots. When people hurt others or hurt themselves or get involved in what we call unforeseen contingencies, or what some of you call accident, I don't see them accident as well. Because I believe everything happened has been preordained to happen the way they're happening. So at the end of the day, even though it's preordained to happen the way it happened, even though malicious intentions might be involved, because there's motivations for actions. People don't just act. Things push people into acting. So when you're thinking about or maybe intentions, think about the preordinations, because motivations incite or inspire intentions. Then the intentions leads to action. These are the things people fail to put into consideration. Think about the remote cause, the immediate cause, and the ultimate consequences. Remote, past, what motivates immediate, that pushes the ultimate action. But people always see the action, they begin to scream. People are a bit spiritual. They ponder. They come down to think when events like this happen. So please, let us try to keep our own power of the bargain. It's very important. If you know you cannot fulfill your part of a bargain, don't go collecting things from these entities, from these elements. Wait on the Lord. Wait for your time. Be patient. Work hard. Persevere. And the labors of your hands will be blessed. Everything has its own time and season. Time and chance happens to everyone. What am I saying? I'm trying to tell you to be patient. Be persevering. Tolerate. Wait for your time while you're working hard and praying. Work hard and pray while you're waiting. Don't wait in murmuring. Don't wait with crying. Don't wait with gossip. Don't wait with envy, jealousy, backbiting, and all those things. No. Wait in cheerfulness. Do that you're supposed to do. Work very hard. Pray very hard. Then little, as then you continue waiting. Along the line, your dreams will come. You rise, you fall, you rise, you fall, you fail, until you continue, until you pick up. Then you stand, then you succeed. Remember, failure has no relatives. People always get attracted to successful people. When people fail, they're on their own. But when they succeed for all. I keep telling them that good thing which you're doing, that endeavor, that business, that school, that degree, qualification you're pushing, that job, all those companies want to open. Don't give up, despite the jeopardies and the obstacles. Now that you're like a failure, you're on your own. Failure has no relatives. But anytime you succeed and I see people coming, they will tell you how they connected to you. It's my brother's father's sister. It's my sister's daughter. This is my mother. This is my aunt from our village, from our country, from our local government. People always identify with success. So whatever happens, don't die in the winter of your life. The summer will soon come. Don't die struggling. Do everything you can to succeed. And the most important thing is don't kill and don't get killed. Whatever happens, try to be alive, because only the living can give testimonies. People testify for people that have gone, but only the living can stand and give their own testimonies. May you live to reap the fruit of your good labors. May you live to reap the fruit of your good labors. Please fulfill your part of the bargain. Very, very important. To avoid karmic consequences. To avoid unsavory, negative, and dangerous consequences. Say what you mean and mean what you say. And that's what you're trying to be diplomatic. Just try to be honest. Try to be truthful. Be very considerate. Be cautious. Be respectful. Say the truth. Add value to existence. And life will be better for all of us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.